Hello! This week we have been learning about plant animal cells. So today we're going to do a read aloud. It is The Day the Cell Membrane Quit by Deanna Rice. While we are reading this book, I want you to be trying to identify all of the organelles that we have learned about so far. So this is The Day the Cell Membrane Quit by Deanna Rice. It was just an average day in the animal cell. The nucleus was hard at work, organizing and storing DNA. The mitochondria were busy converting oxygen and nutrients into energy. And all of the other organelles were focused on getting their jobs done. Every worker in the cell was happy for another day at work. Well, maybe not everyone. Charlotte, the cell membrane, was not having a good day. She looked at all the other happy organelles in the cell and was saddened. No one ever said hello to Charlotte or asked how her day at work was going. "I hate being on the outside," Charlotte mumbled under her breath. "It feels like no one thinks I'm important or even cares that I'm here." Charlotte couldn't shake the feeling of being unappreciated. "How's it going, mitochondria?" "Hey, ribosomes." "Looking good, Golgi body." "I know what I'll do. Since no one cares that I'm here, I'll just leave," Charlotte says angrily. The more Charlotte ponders this idea, the more upset she becomes. Charlotte's confidence in leaving began to grow. "Who needs those guys anyway?" Charlotte said to herself. Charlotte gathered all of her courage, and without saying a word, she left the animal cell. I want you to pause this video, and I want you to make a prediction about what you think is going to happen. We have our cell membrane, who supports the cell, is now left the cell. What do you think is going to happen next? Soon after Charlotte left, all the workers in the cell felt a weird feeling. Mike, the mitochondria, started noticing there weren't as many nutrients to be made into energy as there typically were. "Do any of you notice there aren't as many nutrients as normal?" Mike asked the other mitochondria. "Maybe Charlotte's working a little slower today, and that's why there isn't as much," Molly, the mitochondria, said. I wonder where all the nutrients are." "Hey, Molly, do you notice there aren't as many nutrients as normal?" Crystal, the cytoplasm, was feeling weak and shaky. Riley, the ribosome, started to notice how shaky Crystal was becoming. "It's really hard to focus on work with all the shaking going on," shouted Riley. "Sorry," Crystal replied. "I just don't feel secure as I normally do. I'm not sure what is going on with me today." Soon after Charlotte left the cell, all the organelles went haywire. Without Charlotte protecting the cell, invaders started to take over. The organelles started to shut down, and news of Charlotte's disappearance traveled to headquarters. The nucleus headquarters was doing everything they could to locate where Charlotte had gone. "Someone needs to find Charlotte. This is orders from the nucleus headquarters. We have to find Charlotte." Charlotte had been gone for only a few hours, but she started to feel lonely. She missed the company of her other cell organelles. She realized that she belonged with the cell, no matter how unimportant she felt. She missed her job. Charlotte decided it was time to return to the cell and get back to work. "I'm missing the company of my organelle coworkers. Should I go back? Does anyone even notice I've left?" Once Charlotte returned to the cell, she saw the chaos it had become. She quickly jumped back into work. She supported Crystal, the cytoplasm, and helped certain nutrients move in and out of the cell. Quickly, things started to return back to normal. "Charlotte's back!" shouted Gary, the Golgi body. All the organelles cheered. "You can't ever leave us again," yelled Sherry, the citrosome. How do you think Charlotte's feeling now? Charlotte started feeling something she had never felt before. Charlotte felt appreciated by her other organelles. Charlotte finally saw how important her job was. I'm so happy to be home, she said. This book covered our 5th grade standard of making a model and identifying and labeling parts of the plant and animal cell. Thank you.